9 p.m. and it's 27 degrees Fahrenheit. I didn't look up what that Celsius is. That's about -1, -2 or 3 degrees Celsius. I think it's still kind of insane how people still blast music in this weather. Like, man, I'm sure I should have bought that. Earth Cam is like somewhere up there. So if you want to see me on Earth Cam, I think I don't know where the heck is Earth Cam? Yeah, Earth Cam has to be there. Hey, what's going on, Barbara? Yeah, I know it's a lot of people. It's a lot of people in Times Square. Not a good representation of how all of Manhattan is. Times Square will always be the busiest. But if you see Times Square shoulder to shoulder to the point where I can't really move, then that's a good indication that it's busy elsewhere. I did a pre-recorded video from Grand Central Terminal to Times Square, so I should put that up soon. Hopefully by Wednesday. Edit it on Tuesday. I went up the stairs already, but I'll do it again for the live stream. The stairs, my perspective is taking it for granted. I think from a tourist perspective, it's probably amazing up here. But for me, at least from my perspective, since I'm used to it, to me it's like generic. These are all tourists. If I had to put money on it, this is where a lot of scammers come, and they try to scam tourists, because this is where people pick on vulnerable people who don't know much. So that's why Times Square, a lot of New Yorkers don't actually like being in Times Square. In the winter it's not too bad, because the scammers don't like to be out in the winter, but they're still out. 36th Avenue. As I get away from Times Square, you'll see how less busy it gets. Man, is she not cool? God damn. Yeah, tourists all over the world every day. Times Square. Times Square. That's why they have security in Times Square. Because everybody's trying to pick on the vulnerable tourists. Some people are trying to make it seem like they're trying to help, but in reality, they're only trying to exploit them. That's why they don't hang out too much in other parts of Manhattan, mostly Times Square, because that's where you get the tourists.
Yo, bro, I'm at the wall. Look, cookie.
You know, when I was setting up here, the costume characters were very aggressive.
Famous. Bro, he was ugly as shit.
Hustlers has a positive connotation to it, or well, more of a neutral connotation. So I wouldn't say they're hustlers, because you know, a person working hard and doing the right thing can be a hustler. That's why scammers is more fitting, because they're very misleading and always trying to benefit themselves. and try to pretend like they're benefiting the tourists.
My legs are aching.
Yeah, pickpockets. For the most part, I mean, if you have a purse or if you put something in your back pocket, you're more likely to be pickpocketed as opposed to keeping things only in your front pocket. Sorry guys if I sound like I'm shivering, but I did a pre-recorded video an hour ago. Yeah, you're right, hustlers work, but scammers don't.
No, yo con...
You know, one day I'm going to do a test where I go inside one of these things and try to see the price of a souvenir, and then go to Chinatown and see the price of a souvenir. But if I had to make an educated guess, everything over here is way too overpriced. Because it makes sense, because you're in Times Square and you're more likely to find overpriced souvenirs here. Temperature right now is like 26 degrees Fahrenheit. That's about -2, -3 degrees Celsius. It's like, last I checked it was 7:49 p.m. I think it's like 8 o'clock now. We're close to it, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Ice cold. Can you imagine? See a 2024 ball?
You guys want to do the comedy club? What's some show, guys? What's some show?
Yeah, the 2024 ball. Can you imagine? So many people were standing over here in the cold, and the people in the front were probably here for 12 hours. Kind of insane when you think about it. All the music is coming from in here. What the heck is this? Yeah, I know, right? 12 hours. Kind of insane. It's gonna start making me feel bad if when I get a press pass and I just skip everybody that waited like 12-13 hours. I don't know if you guys saw, because I don't want to pan my camera there, but there were two homeless people asking, there was one guy asking for money when the other person was sleeping. For some reason, I doubt the guy asking for money, but I can't be totally sure, because he seemed like he's not shivering or doing anything. He's just saying, can you spare $1? Can you spare a quarter? With his cup. And I'm like, yo, is this guy a fake homeless guy? Because there are fake homeless people. Because, you know, you could probably make a lot of money panhandling in Manhattan and pretending to be homeless. And you don't have to pay taxes. Jeez. So yeah, as you could see, when I leave Times Square, it's a lot less busy on the normal streets. I'm gonna go right now. I'm headed to 6th Avenue, I think. Did I go the right way? I think I went the right way. 6th Avenue, and then yeah, you know what? I'll just go to Bryant Park, show you guys the frozen fountain, and then we'll head to 5th Avenue and see what's going on there. I want to show you 432 Park Avenue. It's one of the skyscrapers in Billionaires Row. Those are like triple-digit $1 million apartments. A lot of them are empty because, you know, people can't afford them. And yeah, as far as I know, a fact I could find was that Jennifer Lopez and Alex Rodriguez, they both bought an apartment there. I don't know if they live there, but I know they bought an apartment there. But 432 Park Avenue, the design was inspired by a trash can. So if you're on a computer and you put a 432 Park Avenue inspiration and you look at the Google images, you'll see the trash can that inspired that. Oh crap, I went the wrong way. Hey, what's going on? I went to 8th Avenue. Yeah, we're in 8th Avenue. Jeez. See, I know if I'm going uptown to downtown, but knowing if I go east and west is a lot more difficult. Yeah, I think Tiger or Shark, you asked me before where the highest cost of buildings were, or apartments. It has to be Billionaires Row, 57th Street. All those skyscrapers, and a lot of them are residential, and billionaires buy them out the country and they just hold on to them like Bitcoin, you know, like Bitcoin and stocks, hoping they rise in value. Now I'm at West 43rd Street and 8th Avenue. We're going this way back to 7th Avenue, which is Times Square. Keep going straight, go to 6th Avenue, and now I'm gonna go to Bryant Park, show you the frozen fountain. It stays frozen. That's the only fountain in New York City that stays on, even in the wintertime. So it gets frozen, and people, they take pictures. Because, you know, a frozen fountain actually looks pretty. Hey, if you're a new viewer and you like my stuff, I'd appreciate it if you subscribe. If you don't like my stuff, then yeah, straight up, don't subscribe. Or if you're not sure yet, then just wait a few more videos and see if you like my stuff. Man, why is this all empty? This is some weird scaffolding. Are these new scaffolding? I don't know. Or it might be a special type of scaffolding. But this scaffolding, there's a lot more room and space. The problem would be there's no escape. If something were to happen, how would you get to the street? Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. This is, I don't know, guys. I watched, I read Harry Potter. I think I watched the first one, but that was it. All I remember was Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings were really long ass movies. They were so long. They're like 3 hours long. Music in front of this long park. People are crying. The guy's home. Alright guys, let me see how it says West 43rd Street. The way I know if I go east is this thing right here. Where's my Apple Watch? I don't know if I could zoom into this. See how it says east? No, it's not even. Right. Anyways, it's not focusing. But so I was parallel to the street, and then you check your Apple Watch, and if it's east, then you're going east. If it's west, you're going west. Yeah, scaffolding, usually they're supposed to remove it. Well, now they have to remove it as soon as construction is finished. So eventually they go away, but you see them all over the city. And sometimes you see them for a long, long time. You see them for, I don't know, one of the scaffolding I saw for like 10. Yeah, in Queens, I think I moved in. I think at one point I moved to Jamaica, Queens as a kid, and there was one scaffolding that was there for like 10 years. And I was surprised when it went away because I was like, what the heck? Let's hope for deep snow in February. Usually deep snow comes the first 2 weeks. We'll see what happens. You know, sometimes, the other day I saw like a blind guy on the train using a stick trying to maneuver through, and I was thinking to myself, man, that must be tough. Like, someone should be with him. But, you know, I don't even know what to say. Also, like, there are a few times when I'm on the subway station and there's like don't know if they're migrants, but it seems a little off. They're Hispanic families, and I've seen a few here, there in the subway stations, and I'm not sure if they're migrants because there is a migrant crisis, and I'm not sure really what they're doing about it. They're trying to figure out a solution. But it seems like nothing is working. This way down to Bryant Park. I'll show you the frozen fountain. The fountain is partially frozen. I think the holidays were invented just to make the winter more bearable, because nobody likes to be outside in the winter. Empire State Building. Empire State Building has had the same color for a while. That golden look. Usually Empire State Building's color changes based on the current event. So I would have to assume if it was Pride Month, the colors would be more rainbowish. When it was Christmas, it was red and green. Also, like the video. When you like the video, you help. You put me on the map. You help me become a bigger YouTuber. You help us become bigger. I found a good analogy for life, but that's only if you watch Dragon Ball Z. But this guy has to turn. I'm trying to go fast, make it easy for him. Every like you give me, it's like Goku's Spirit Bomb. You know how the Spirit Bomb is like small, and every time you give me a like, it like gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And it's too cold to even explain that analogy for people that don't watch Dragon Ball Z, but basically it's like a big ball of energy that just gets bigger and bigger and bigger when people give their energy to the ball. It starts off something like really small that could fit in your hand, and when everybody gives their energy, it becomes this intergalactical ball the size of like a planet. And that's what happens when you press the like button. Oh, look at this frozen. It's below freezing, so this is expected. So it's partially frozen. I'll try to see if I can come back on a day when it's like 10 degrees. I have to be prepared and have it all frozen. I think it would look nicer if it's all frozen to the point where the water can't even move. for everyone new that's coming in, this is the Bryant Park fountain. This is the only park in New York City that doesn't close in the winter. And when the temperatures go below freezing, it freezes. And as you can see, people like to take pictures in front of it because it looks really nice. I'm not sure why other fountains don't do the same thing, but there could be reasons that I'm not well aware of. This is the Bank of America Tower. They sponsor Bryant Park Winter Village. You won't see this any other time of the year. So 32 degrees Fahrenheit is freezing point, and right now it's like 25 degrees Fahrenheit. So it makes sense that it's frozen. Alright, I'm gonna show you guys the ice skating rink. I don't know when they're gonna take out the ice skating rinks. And there's like a certain time in the day when they have go-karts. I'll show you guys that one day. Me, I'm not rich. I wish. I think a lot of people in New York that live in New York are old money. You know, the best time to buy a house in New York, not necessarily Manhattan, but you know, Queens and Brooklyn or even the Bronx, was during like the 80s and 90s during the crack epidemic, and New York was at its lowest and nobody wanted to come here, and the Bronx looked like an apocalypse. That was probably the best. That was probably the best best time to get a house. Hey, yeah, I'm a new streamer. Yeah, I'm trying to do my thing. Hopefully, you know, I do well. No, it's not warm, man. It's like 25 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm freezing. I hate the cold, but you know, I gotta do what I gotta do. I'm gonna freestyle, and when I say freestyle, I mean improvise a lot during the cold, because the cold makes it really hard to like think or do anything. Like at least the heat, I feel like I could do something. I could think and try to gather my thoughts, but the cold is worse. But yeah, the best time to buy a house in New York in one of the boroughs was when New York was at its lowest, around the 80s and 90s. And Times Square used to be a red light district. Technically, I'm not sure if it was like a red light district to a point where there were brothels, but I know there were adult stores. My parents are from Bangladesh, but I lived in Queens. So in terms of my heritage, I didn't really, what's the word? I didn't intake is a bad word, but that's the one I could think of. I didn't inherit a lot of the heritage, but the food, man, the food, every other culture's food is always better than American. It's a lot better than American food, in my opinion. Every other culture, the food is so wholesome, whole food, and natural and tastes better. And American food is so processed. When I was a kid, you know, I used to watch Tom and Jerry, and I always see like Tom eating steaks, Tom and Jerry eating steaks, and I was like, I want to eat American food. I don't want to eat all this stuff. But then as I grew up, I started liking. Oh man, someone fell down. Usually staff comes. I don't think staff is around. Staff saw it, came a little too late. Now he sees that she's alright, so yeah, he's done.
Getting better. I'm not crazy all over the place. I'm not starving, but I'm coming out.
It's hard to get a decent girl these days. Come on, man. You're projecting on a live stream. You know, I'm just playing. But I mean, I guess your looks do play a factor, and it's also your personality. And people who say looks don't play a factor at all, I don't know. I don't know if that's true. iPhone 14 now, 15 Pro Max.
So what is learned is that for an outside U-turn
Man, how's she not cold? Maybe she wasn't out as long as I was. I was out. This is like, what is it, 37 minutes? I did a pre-recorded video before this. So almost 2 hours. The longer you're out, the worse it feels. Like 30 degrees, feels like 10 degrees after about an hour. I bought those winter trapper hats, but I get them tomorrow. Those Russian, I don't know how to pronounce them, Ushkana hats. So I'm gonna get that tomorrow. But the weather's gonna start getting better this week, 30s and 40s, so I think I can handle that. And now that I've adapted to the 20s and teens, I think 30s and 40s will feel a lot better. Where am I gonna go after this? I think I'm gonna go to 5th Avenue. Bryant Park closes, I forgot, I think 9 something. Bryant Park closes 9 something. No, I don't cook. I still, I'm with my, I live in Queens, and I think I know what you're trying to get at. Whether a lot of New Yorkers cook, I would say, if I had to answer your question, I would say that a lot of people, maybe in Brooklyn and Queens, they live with their families. It's more family oriented over there. But in Manhattan, I don't think people really cook. I think they do a lot of Uber and DoorDash and look for meals that they can make easily. How often do I go live? I try to go every other day. But I kind of feel bad about freestyling, i.e. improvising, because I actually want to feel like I'm going somewhere and providing value. Every time I freestyle, I mean, it's cool. There are people that want to see New York, but I feel like I gotta plan out my live streams better. But that comes with time, and you know, the cold makes it like a lot more difficult. Hey guys, if you're a new viewer and you like my stuff, I appreciate it if you subscribe. I will also do pre-recorded high quality videos as well as live stream. And also like the video. When you like the video, you give the underdog a chance and you put me on the map. We got to 1,000 subscribers and I appreciate that. When I say we, I don't mean me and the team, because I only work by myself. When I say we, I mean me and you guys. Because without the audience, a YouTuber is nobody, and I'll do my best to not ever take that for granted. Oh man, she fell. But I think she knows how to skate. Let's see what's up there very quick. I don't know how to skate. You know what I'm thinking about doing one day? As my YouTube channel grows and I keep doing this thing, I learn how to skate and I use my gimbal while skating. But I have to be enough of a big YouTuber to be able to let me do that. But you know, we'll see what time. Alright guys, I'm gonna start moving because I've been here a long time. The food is still open. I haven't tried any of the foods, but the food here is expensive. I'm not gonna lie to you. Compared to like where I live in Queens, it's definitely expensive. And hey, music to relax and wine. I appreciate it a lot, man. Thanks so much. I can't even see the whole thing, but thanks so much, man. I appreciate it a lot. Man, it's still insane to me. Like, YouTube money? What the heck? The other day I made a miscalculation. I said that it took me 250 to 500 hours to make $1 of YouTube. I meant more like 25 to 50 hours. But if you don't include the editing and commute, which isn't that bad. 25 to 50 hours before I made my first $1 on YouTube. Yeah, thanks so much, music to relax and unwind. Appreciate it. You know, when it's summer, I might stream in Astoria because I'm more familiar with that area. Astoria Park looks really nice in the summer, and maybe even Flushing, because Flushing is like the biggest Chinatown in New York City, bigger than Chinatown itself. Yeah, I know surfboard. There's like I don't know if I want to explain it, but I have to manually turn on monetizations, and I was having trouble with it with this stream. But I was like, you know what, screw it. It doesn't even matter. So this stream is not going to be monetized. So that's why I'm not worried for this stream, because it doesn't turn on monetization automatically. I need to schedule it, and then I need to manually turn it on. But it wasn't showing up on YouTube Studio, so I was like, you know what, whatever. I mean, I did it for a long time without money, so it's all right. But you know, we'll see. Let's see if I could go full time by the summer. If I go full time in the summer, damn, I'm gonna be a machine. Like I'm gonna show you the nightlife. I'm gonna be that guy that people are gonna be like, yo, all this guy does is walk in New York City. He has no life. But that's hypothetical, and I don't really need that much to go full time. But we'll see what happens. I think New York City nightlife at summer, it's if you're able to stay up that late and stream or record videos, I think that's a market that hasn't been tapped. Because right now the sunset is like 5 p.m. But then in the summer the sunset is like 8:30 p.m. So you can see why it's harder to capture the nightlife, because you gotta start at 9 p.m. Where am I gonna go? Alright, let's go to Rockefeller Center. The tree's gone. Look, Salesforce, Whole Foods Market. Well, that's the good thing about the winter. I will say that's a good thing. I can show you the stores easier. In summer, it's so crowded and there's a lot of people, and it's a lot harder to just stop on the sidewalk and show you like these establishments, because you know, you don't want to be the guy that just stands here. Like, you know, if you come to New York, don't be the guy that just stands here and is on his phone like this, and then there's like 5,000 people that have to like move out the way for you. Well, they have to pass you. What you want to do is you want to stay on the side like this, and then do your business, so you're not impeding traffic. You stopping in the middle of the sidewalk is equivalent to those double parkers that you hate so much. I did a live stream showing the World Trade Center at the memorial and the charging bull. I think it was like a few videos behind, and it was a live stream, so you can rewatch that if you want. Right now, getting to the World Trade Center is a little far because I'm all the way in Midtown. So for me to walk there, it'll take probably an hour, even if I walk really fast. But I'll go back there one day. The financial district is a lot more quiet, but it's nice over there. Here's the 42nd Street Bryant Park station. And you know what, let me go here just to get a little warm. Oh, there's no old people here. Some people are streaming. Oh yeah, another thing I wanted to say was man, it warmed. What the heck's going on? Oh crap, look, dude. I just came here just to get a little bit of warmth. I'm gonna go back up. Someone spilled coffee over here. Oh yeah, that reminds me. When I smell piss, I have to remember that I'm nose blind because I'm used to being here. So if I'm used to being here and I smell it, that means for a tourist, it must be amplified. Because I'm nose blind to a lot of things here, because I live here. So if I'm nose blind to certain things, it makes sense why when tourists come, they say that the subway station smells disgusting, because it's probably amplified. Because if I could smell terrible things, then it's like a 10 times multiplier for a tourist. Hey Keith, thanks man, I appreciate it. Yeah, I know. I'm not gonna go that way to the World Trade Center. It's gonna take too long. I'm going to Rockefeller Center, and I'm going to 5th Avenue, and then I'm gonna show 432 Park Avenue, and then I'm going to probably maybe end the stream. I'm not sure. But 432 Park Avenue is one of the skyscrapers in Billionaires Row. I guess I'll repeat the information again because there's more people here. It was actually inspired by a trash can. The design of it. If you guys are on the internet right now, if you put 432 Park Avenue inspiration, you'll see Google images of the building and the trash can that inspired it. And Jennifer Lopez and Alex Rodriguez bought one apartment there, and each apartment fills up an entire floor. The good thing about that is you don't have to worry about neighbors. You might still have to worry about people upstairs, but you don't have to worry about hearing noises to the left wall, to the right wall, because you have the entire floor to yourself. But you know, those apartments cost like triple-digit $1 million, and that's like beyond FU money. It's safe in Midtown Manhattan, downtown Manhattan. I don't know about uptown Manhattan. You got to be more careful uptown Manhattan. You gotta be more careful in certain parts of Queens. You definitely don't want to be out at night in the Bronx. That's where Times Square is. Oh man, this is cold. Yeah, I'm heading north, so I'm gonna go to Rockefeller Center. So, let's see if I could cross. Not yet, not yet. Oh, not yet. Another thing that you'll notice is I think I'll cross right now. Yeah, I can cross right now. Even though it's red light. That's how you do it. They didn't cross. It must be tourists. Another thing I want to say is that there are some New Yorkers that try to flex crossing the street because maybe there's tourists around and they want to look like, oh, I'm a New Yorker, I know how to cross the street. Because there are times where I see someone cross the street and I'm like, man, we almost died. Like, that was not the right way to cross the street. To the point where they almost probably could have got hit on the back of their leg. That's how close it was. Hey William, how's it going? Oh, that's the NYPD. Oh no, that's not the NYPD. Oh, this guy's double parking. That's why. He impeded traffic for at least 10 seconds. I'm headed to Radio City Music Hall. Right around the area, they have so many decorations during Christmas and holidays, but that ended. Alright, we're good. And yo, look, it's the vendor. He has abandoned it now. He's right there to the right. Fake Gucci bags, fake Louis Vuitton bags, fake. Hey, what's going on, man? People like to say hi. No, I'm just kidding. That's not typical. People usually don't say hi. They just ignore you. I noticed that, like, when I was in Long Island, people are more likely to say hi. But that's the very rural, suburban parts of Long Island. Over here, nobody says hi. And for some people, that's a new concept for them. Because maybe they came from middle America, where there's not a lot of people. So when they see people, they like to say hi and make a community. But that's not like that here. Crossing the street because they are afraid. But it's very simple. All you have to look is you have to look at the cars, you have to look at the walk sign, and you have to look at the traffic light of the cars in all together and make an educated decision. The other day I bought a latte, a Starbucks tall latte, around 5th Avenue, Madison Avenue. It was like $6 something, and the latte in Long Island was $5 something. That's like an entire $1 extra. That's a lot of money. Like $1 extra for the same thing, just because I was in a different location. You like evening streams? I like doing both. Okay, this is the only call. Okay. Sometimes there's a delay in the light, and feel like crossing, but that could be a mistake. And then there's the awkward situation where you're in the middle of the street and the traffic light turns green for the car. I will always remember how cold it is right now before I ever recommend people come to New York City in January and February, because even though that's where Times Square is, even though it's cheaper to come right now, you have to kind of know where you're going exactly, because you won't be able to explore because it'll be too cold to explore. You have to know exactly where you're going from one place to another. If it's the summer, you can like freely explore because you don't have to worry about the weather. But when you come right now, you better know exactly where you're going. Hey CRH2, I actually did, I came from Times Square. So if you rewind the stream from the beginning, I was started in Times Square and made my way to Bryant Park. Oh, crap. Cars. I like this blue fountain. It used to be the Christmas ornament, but now it's going to be the blue fountain until December of 2024. I almost didn't do this stream. I was having problems with my software, but luckily I fixed it and I'm able to do it. So before this, I went from Grand Central Terminal to Times Square, a pre-recorded video in high quality. So I'll try to post that Wednesday, edit it on Tuesday. Grand Central Terminal is a lot more, I think a lot more harder to navigate than the Oculus. I used to work around downtown, so I know the Oculus enough because I had to commute through it. The Oculus is pretty small. But Grand Central Terminal, I don't really have too much experience there, so I'll have to study it before I do a comprehensive pre-recorded video. But Grand Central Terminal is really nice. And the Oculus, it's the transportation hub / mall that replaced the World Trade Center Mall in 2000, the pre-2001 mall. If you see one of my older streams when I wasn't getting as much traction, you will see that over here during Christmas Day, it was packed. It was like an army of people. It was hard to navigate. My stream went offline because there were so many people and congestion going on, and it was insane. But now it's completely empty after the holiday seasons. It was nuts that day. I was so confused that day. On Christmas Day, I thought, you know, people would be at home with their families, but there were so many people. Hey, if you're a new viewer and you like my stuff, I appreciate it if you subscribe. Also like the video. Every time you like the video, You give a chance for me to, you put me on the map. Man, this cold is insane. We got music, but I don't really care if we got music. And I don't even know if the ice skating ring, no, ice skating ring is still good. This is the Rockefeller Center. Rockefeller Center is a lot more empty right now than it was in December for obvious reasons. Right now there will be like so many people that I wouldn't be able to even get this view. And they took out the tree. The tree used to be right here, but they took it out. But it's really less crowded now. We start moving in. What's this caution sign say? Slippery when wet. Slippery when wet. I guess this is technically private. That's open to the public, so that maybe that's why they had to put that sign there. They don't want to get sued, I guess. I don't know what this statue is, but I'll look it up and one day I'll tell you guys. Or you can just Google Rockefeller Center Golden Statue, because that's probably what I'm going to do. Whoa! Where's the staff at? Where's the strap? Where's the staff at? That probably was the staff. Had no one to help me. Bus as in like, bus as in transportation, car. Maybe you sound like music. Your face. Well, I got to 1.1K. Damn, Tiger Shark. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for letting me know. This is the only phone I got. I gotta get a secondary phone to change the thumbnail and title sometimes. Prometheus, Greek god of fire. That makes sense. I didn't know there was a god of fire. I thought Ares was the closest thing to the god of fire. Well, I know mostly Ares from God of War, and I think that's where a lot of people know Ares from. Alright guys, I'm gonna keep going. Please do not stand on the statue level. I thought this would say the statue's name. That's kind of weird. I know this is this looks like some Greek mythology creature. Nice time to be at Rockefeller Center if you don't mind the blistering cold. These are the houses. I think you have to reserve them to go in. They're similar to the igloos, and they're really warm inside. And you get to see the ice skating rink and do your own thing in there. That's your ex? Damn. Bro. That's crazy. The statue. They didn't even give me a name for the statue. Where are the best wings in NYC? Buffalo wings. Damn, I wouldn't be able to tell you, man. I gotta learn and figure that out myself. I'm sorry, man, but I will let you know once I know. I'll give you the internet answer, but then I'll give you my field answer when I get to that point, because I'll always be on the field as long as I'm doing well on YouTube. All right, guys, I'm gonna go here. They're starting to take out the Saks Fifth Avenue light show. Every year around December, they have a light show for the holiday season. This year's light show was arguably the nicest one. The problem is that it was more like a spring light show-ish. It didn't feel like winter. I had it in my channel once, but I made it private because the quality came out not too good, because night videos are a little different. I learned from that, but if you want to look it up, you can just Google, not Google, you can YouTube Saks Dior light show, and there's a whole bunch of videos on it. But it was nice. It's just very like springy, summery. It should have been in the warmer weather, so it kind of didn't make sense. And when they did the opening for this, there was so much controversy. People are like, what is this pagan ritualistic thing that they're doing? Because there were people dancing here, and it didn't feel like, you know, holidays. Some people were like, this demonic paganistic ritual. What's going on with Saks Fifth Avenue? I'm in Fifth Avenue. I'm gonna go to Billionaires Row. I'm gonna go left a little bit, show you Central Park Tower again, and 111 West, which is Dynamite Tower, and then I'll go right to show you 432 Park Avenue. This is St. Patrick's Cathedral. Really, so Dior had a line out the window. I mean, not the window, the door. Well, they must have had a sale. They must have had something going on at the time. I used to work in luxury retail, and the Dior always sold the least. At least, I don't know, I sold Dior the least. But I don't want to say too much about myself. Maybe if I get to 100K subscribers, well, I don't know when that'll happen, I'll let you guys know everything about me. Almost everything. At that point, well, I'm a full-fledged YouTuber. This is the Lego store, the famous Lego store. I think it's closed. But there's not a lot of people, so I can show you the windows, and we could be window shopping. Window shop. I thought 50 Cent made that term up, but actually, when I looked it up, 50 Cent didn't make the window shopper term up. It's been there for a while. We all window shop as kids and even adults. Wait, what is this? And none of this is Legos. This is like, what the heck is this? Is this made out of Lego? Okay, that's made out of Lego. The bike is not made out of Lego. Are those plants made out of Lego? Man, it's so hard to tell. Usually, the stuff they have here are made out of Legos. I mean, it's cool, but I want to see these like Lego sculptures. Alright, let's keep going. Look how peaceful it is. There's nobody here. It's just us, 106 people. That's like so many people. For me, it's a lot of people. Alright, let's keep going. Let me see the other side of the Lego store. See if they have anything else. What is this, Friends? I never saw the show Friends. You know, during Black Friday at Soho, where all the designer brands are, they always have a line everywhere, even though they don't have any sales. A lot of times they just have they have the line just to make it look like it's exclusive or something's going on, when in actuality there's nothing going on. Or the other excuse is they want to provide the best customer service per person. But when you have a long line, it gives people the impression that there's something going on that they need to know about, which brings more business. Well, this one's actually nice. Hey, Tiger Shark, I appreciate it a lot. I think when I get home, I gotta learn to use a front-facing camera, because every time I get a super chat, I want to personally appreciate the person, because people are giving money, and I feel like saying I appreciate you like this is not good enough. There's a niche on YouTube called like the First Amendment audit, where they just go on the sidewalk and just record and film like us, but the difference is they try to film inside from the sidewalk, which is legal. So in a way they try to instigate things, but technically you're allowed to do that because it's freedom of the press. And what happens is like the police come and everything, and the police let the people know like that they could record because they have the right to. And You know, I guess it's a lot of drama, and you know, people like to watch drama. And at first, when I watched it, it was very cringy and hard for me to watch. It's very hard for me to watch and cringy, the First Amendment audits. But after a while, I started watching more, and they're really funny. And you always wonder what they're gonna do. They haven't changed this in a while. They kept the same one since the summer. I don't know if they ever changed this one. I can't even see up there. They gotta bring that down. Well, you guys can see, I can't see. That, I wonder, that could be a shark or it could be a dolphin. That reminds me, killer whales. Killer whales are crazy. Like if you ever saw on, I guess you could look it up on YouTube, killer whales, they run in packs. And they kill great white sharks in packs. And the way they kill them is very methodical and just ruthless. And they work as a team. It's just insane. But killer whales, supposedly, they're more empathetic towards humans. But that's really hard to say. Is that survivorship bias? Because all the stories you see are the ones where the killer whale or dolphin saved the person. But you never see the ones where they killed them. Alright guys, let's go. Where's my thing at? My thing is at 65%. Let's keep going. Yo, it is deserted. It's like the pandemic. Like what? Damn. Cold. Cold time is when you're supposed to build it. That's when you're supposed to build your summer body. When it gets to spring, it's too late. Technically, you should start around November. When it's still cold, that's when you build all the muscle in the winter. So you have your summer body ready for the summer. Here's Zara. I noticed some people, they don't use an umbrella during the snow when they're walking, and they have like similar walking channels. And I don't know, I think the iPhone is water resistant to a point, but after a while it's not as water resistant anymore. But we'll see. I don't think I want to use an umbrella next time, but my iPhone is still pretty new, and I got Apple Care anyway. For the snow, I'm gonna do it for the snow, for the YouTube, not for the gram. For the YouTube, for the YouTube. St. Thomas Church. guy in the steps sleeping. I didn't want to pan my camera, but I don't think it's as bad as San Francisco. I think San Francisco was really bad. Canada Goose. I have Eddie Bauer. Eddie Bauer is Superior Down Parka. Is one of those bang for your buck parkas. That's what I'm wearing right now. I don't feel anything, but the problem is I'm not wearing a winter hat. That's probably the problem. And if you buy Canada Goose, depending on what time of the day you are and where you are, you can get robbed for your Canada Goose. That happened in Chicago. People got robbed for the Canada Goose. So Canada Goose is very functional, and it looks nice and it's designer. But the fact that it's designer has the vulnerability of it. So make sure you're not anywhere at a weird time, at a weird place with your Canada Goose on a cold day. Wait, why? I'm not crossing the street. Why am I waiting? I need to go Billionaires Road this way. Sorry, guys. Because I want to show 2 of the skyscrapers, and then I'm gonna go to 432 Park Avenue. Yeah, Canada Goose is so expensive. Even if you get like the luxury retail discount, if you work at like, you know, Nordstrom, or you work at like Bloomingdale's or anything, even with that, it's still expensive. Yeah, it's a homeless guy right there. Right to the top left of me. I'm not looking that way, I'm looking at my screen, so he doesn't know that I'm filming, but he's right there. And he has a blanket. There's another guy's quick pan. That's it. Because I feel disrespectful when I do that. There were like 3 of them. Holy crap. Yeah, it's way worse in San Francisco. I think New York also has the right to shelter. Where New York has the right to shelter, I still see homeless people outside. They say to call 311 if you see a homeless person, but kind of weird because there's police officers down here. I would have to assume that they probably smoke. I didn't make it. No construction. I can't go that way, or I'm gonna get hurt, and then I can sue.
Make America great again.
Oh no, it's just a stream.
No, I'm saying like Trump.
Yeah.
What the Trump said. Let's make America great again.
Yeah, make America great again. Make America. I got 100 people. You want to say something?
Hello from New York.
Alright, thanks. Oh no, what the hell? Oh, this is dumb. I gotta go fast. What kind of crap is this? There's no sidewalk. I'm gonna die, guys. That's the end of being. I want to say this is the end of my YouTube. I was gonna say that's the end of my YouTube journey. Yo, that was weird, man. There was no sidewalk or anything. I was in the middle of the road. Oh man, that was a journey just to get to 57th Street. Hey, don't trust like how it says West 57th Street. You might think that way is west. So if it says west and it's pointing that way, that's west. That's not true. I thought that, I had a theory of that. I was like, I wonder if that's the easy way to tell if you're going east or west. But no. West just means that like you are in the western part. But whether you have to know well if you're going east or west. Yeah, Trump Tower always has police out front. Trump Tower is all open to the public, so we could bring our gimbals there. But they have so much security right in front of the door and behind the door that it makes you feel like you can't go in with a gimbal. Alright, I'm in Billionaires Row. I'm approaching the Steinway Tower, 111 West, the world's thinnest, narrowest skyscraper. A lot of these skyscrapers are residential, and a lot of them. What the hell is the guy saying yo to me? Oh no, that's some other guy. Anyways, yeah. I thought some guy was talking to me. But yeah, this is the world's thinnest skyscrapers, and all this is part of Billionaires Row. It's called the Steinway Tower, 111 West. Each of the apartments cost triple million digits. I don't know if each apartment is a whole floor. In 432 Park Avenue, which I'm gonna walk to soon, that's the whole floor. That's one unit. And if you saw my snow video and you want to skip to the end, the one I did recently, I was at Central Park on the bridge, and you can see the Billionaires Row, and you get views of Central Park from these, like really nice views. Let me see if I can cross the street, get you a better look. I can cross the street. I'm a jaywalker. I'm a jaywalker. No, I'm just kidding. I made a calculated decision. But they're not crossing. They must be tourists. Hey, what's going on, John Burke? Oh, here we go, 111 West. 111 West. But the easier way to say it is Steinway Tower. Whee! You know, I always wonder when they're gonna make the transition with the siren, because eventually it goes wee woo wee woo wee woo wee woo. It goes faster. Oh, see, it did it, but I don't know if you can hear it, but it made the transition. It's ice cold. I'll show you guys Central Park Tower also. Central Park Tower, the first 6 floors is the Nordstrom, but it's supposed to be all residential. Don't quote me on this, but Central Park Tower, I think only 30 something of the units out of 100 something units are occupied. They're too expensive for people to buy. Hey, Peter, you're right. The only thing is that it's really hard to tell if you're going east and west. Sometimes. I mean, once you get used to Manhattan, you kind of know. But obviously, you can use Google Maps. But taking out Google Maps all the time is a pain. Right now, I'm heading west. The other side is east. So right now, this is west, this is north, this is east, and then this would be south. So here's Steinway Tower, 111 West 57th Street. Let's get there. That's the world's thinnest skyscrapers. If you're on Google right now, if you want to open a new tab, just put 111 West 57th Street or put Steinway Tower. You'll find a whole bunch of YouTube videos and information on it. Some of these buildings were made in 2021, which is crazy because that's right after the pandemic. Or I mean, they were constructing even during the pandemic. Let's go to Central Park Tower. You can't even see it, but you can kind of see it. You can kind of see it through the phone, but from my perspective, you can't really see it because the phone, I think it adds artificial light or something, so you can see it better. There were a few homeless people sleeping right there where you saw. I didn't want to talk because I didn't want them to hear me. But yeah, I didn't want to make them feel uncomfortable. Oh, this is not it. This is just one. I think this is 157. This is one of the skyscrapers. I think this is 157. I don't know if this is scaffolding or if this is part of the design. Well, I think it's scaffolding. Yeah, scaffolding looks a lot better than usual because there's open space. Yeah, there's more open space. I don't know if these are new scaffolding or they're exclusive to here, but these scaffolding, there's a lot more open space. The other ones, see like that one right there, you see how little space we have? That could be a design thing where they can't put it there for whatever reason. Dude, I got the right of way. Let me walk fast. Alright, I'm approaching Central Park Tower on Nordstrom. So this is another skyscraper of Billionaires Row. After research, Chinatown is and Little Italy, and when I feel ready, I'm gonna do a stream. I don't like to just improvise and freestyle, because then I'll get lost and it won't be a good experience. Yeah, a lot of people, they buy them. There's so many billionaires that bought these penthouses and apartments. They don't live there. Not all of them live there. They have them almost like you would own Bitcoin and hope that the price raises, or you own Apple stock. Around the time Steve Jobs came out with the idea. So that's the way they're treating these things, almost as they're like assets. But I think these things solve a need for housing, because if you could make skyscrapers like these, you know how much you'll increase the supply of houses, and that'll make more people, that'll give opportunity for people to buy houses. So if they could make more of these, that would be so good. But you know what I think? I think this is like equivalent to, you know, when the first computer came out and only a billionaire could buy it or use it, and it was like the size of Dexter's laboratory. I think that's what that is equivalent to right now. I think over time, if they make more of these skyscrapers, residential ones, they'll solve a lot of the housing problem, because there's going to be more supply, and if you increase supply, it'll bring the prices down. And that's like one of those human advancements that I think that these skyscrapers could bring. The only problem is, I don't know if these could withstand a Category 5 hurricane. You know, Category 5. I think if a Category 5 hurricane came to New York, I think all of New York has to be evacuated. I didn't tell you guys what this was. This is Central Park Tower. I think 30 of the 100 units, 30 something of the 100 units are occupied. Yeah, people haven't bought a lot of the penthouses and apartments. It's too expensive for like the normal person. And don't quote me on that, but I think it's 30 out of the 100 something apartments. I gotta get a Nightbot and I gotta get mods. I think one person wanted to be a mod. That's why it seems a little crazy right now, guys. My bad. I think I gotta start putting watermarks to my videos, because you know it'll be a little too late when sometimes people like to take. I mean, during COVID, YouTube had a high demand too, but after COVID, the demand for YouTube content went down. I think COVID did make people realize that remote work was possible, but I don't think it stuck as much as people wanted it to. The housing in New York City is definitely a problem. The problem is the demand. The demand is so high. The demand is so high that the supply just can't keep up with it. Like even now, the Bronx is getting, it's harder to get a house in the Bronx. The more far you go, it's still really hard. Long Island has like reasonable house prices. I don't know about now. I think when I saw them 2 years ago. But the problem is they have ridiculous property taxes. Like a property tax in Queens, yearly property tax in Queens for a single family could be like $5,000, as opposed to like a single family in Long Island could be like $12,000, $20,000 for the whole year. And the thing is that after you pay the mortgage off, you have to pay your property taxes for the rest of your life. That's not something that goes away. So property taxes are an important factor to think about when you buy a house, because people might just look at the price, but they don't see the property taxes. So then when they pay it off, it's like they're still paying mortgage money because the property taxes is so high. Sometimes there's nothing you could really do. I know one guy in Long Island, he hires like a lawyer to bring down his property taxes every year, and whatever amount he brings down, he has to pay in 20% of that, and to him it's worth it. So I mean, I guess that's one strategy you could implement. I'm gonna go to 432 Park Avenue, and after that I'm gonna head straight. 432 Park Avenue is another billionaire row skyscraper, but it's between Madison Avenue and Park Avenue. Obviously, it makes sense because it's Park Avenue. The problem, well, not the problem. So when you go to Central Park and you see Billionaires Row, you want to see 432 Park Avenue as part of that view, because it's way more this way. Because Central Park is like this way. See 111 West Highway Tower. It's right behind this. Central Park is there, and you get really nice views of all the skyscrapers here. Even if you Google Billionaires Row Central Park view, you'll know what I'm talking about. You check the images. Yeah, property taxes are insane. Like in Long Island, I have to. I don't know. In New York City, the property taxes are a lot lower than Long Island. I think because there's so many people. There's so much to. There's so many residents and people that they're able to partition the property tax to make it seem like it's less for everybody, as opposed to Long Island. There's like less people, it's more suburban, so that property tax has to be spread out, and the partition, the share that everybody has to pay is a lot higher. I don't even know if the police and public services there is as effective as it is here at the NYPD. My experience with the NYPD, I think they prioritize based on what you say. So what you say and how you say, they prioritize how serious it is. And if it's serious enough, they come really quick. They come really, really quick. If they feel like it's not a priority, then they take forever. Private trash companies, they're not as careful as like New York City sanitation department. I had one guy, I think my neighbor, one of the private trash companies, like scuffed his Tesla, but the New York City sanitation never does anything like that. Like they have really good drivers. Why is there? Check this. I don't know about California, but California could be all the tech hub. The tech space there makes so much money. Of course, they're going to tax the crap out of that. I think New York City is just like the popularity and demand in New York City just never goes away. That's why the taxes are probably like that. New York City is just so popular. Like I had a friend in London, not a friend, like let's just say family member, I guess, I don't know, distant family member, and they always like bring up how much London is better than New York, but I haven't talked to them in a while, but I'm saying like they do that a lot, like, and it wasn't just one person, it was multiple people, and I think to myself, why do you have to bring up like New York, like how much London is better than New York? Like only an insecure person would do that. You wouldn't have to bring that up. But the point I'm trying to make is that New York City is so popular, and people want to come here. The demand is too high. Unless we bring the demand down, it's just not gonna happen. Either the demand goes down or supply goes up. Those skyscrapers, the supply can go up, but I think those skyscrapers have problems. If you look them up, there's a lot of problems with the billionaire row skyscrapers. I think 432 Park Avenue has a lawsuit going on too from its residents. Yeah, it's cold. I don't even know where it is. It's probably less than 25 or 24 now. Because when I started the stream, it was 30. Actually, I got Apple Watch, so why don't I check? I'm so dumb and lazy. 26 degrees Fahrenheit. -3 Celsius, I guess. Alright, let's see. Can we get to 432 Park Avenue? When I looked it up, Alex Rodriguez and Jennifer Lopez bought a penthouse there. But that's the only information I know. Does that mean they bought a penthouse at one point and resold it? That doesn't mean they necessarily live there. But that's a fact that I found on the internet. I heard from a random YouTuber that these glasses in Tiffany, is this Tiffany? Yeah, it is Tiffany. That they're hammer proof. So if they're hammer proof, you can't do your hit and run sledgehammer moves. I don't know if you guys ever saw that where the guy takes a sledgehammer, boom, and then he takes all the jewelry and stuff and runs away. People hate being recorded in public. Well, look, there's cameras everywhere. Cameras all over the place. Cameras right there, too. On top of that, David Yearman. I bet you I could find another camera right now. Hmm. 432 Park Avenue was inspired by a trash can. The design. It has a few open floors that I don't know if you'll be able to see when I show you. Hopefully you can. To let wind through so it doesn't sway left and right. Because when you have a skyscraper that tall and there's a lot of wind, it's going to sway left and right. So they have 2 floors completely open with the windows open to let the wind through. Actually, I think there's a pattern. It's like a certain amount of floors, and then 2 floors are completely empty with the windows open. They're called windbreaks. I'm in Madison Avenue. Fendi. Maybe the daytime is better. You can't even see me. Oh, I'm gonna jaywalk. Oh no, I messed up. I can't jaywalk. Damn. I know when I can't do it. Here's 432 Park Avenue. Let me go across the street. Damn, I messed up. Right. There's a nice view. Freaking trees in the way. Let me see if I can get a better view. Here's 432 Park Avenue. Wow, so many of the floors are empty. Oh no, actually, I think the floors that are open, I think those are the windbreaks. Don't quote me on that, but it makes sense because there's a pattern going on. And from my view, it looks like there's no windows there. But this is 432 Park Avenue. If you want to Google it, learn more about it, This is one of the major skyscrapers at Billionaires Row. It's all residential, and it was inspired by a trash can, the design. Let's see what happens. Maybe one day we'll go in there to see, but I guess that depends how much influence I'll have in the future. Alright guys, it was nice doing a stream with you guys today. I think I'm gonna end it right here. If you guys like the video, every time you give me a like, it's like a spirit bomb. If you watch Dragon Ball Z, it's like a spirit bomb that keeps getting bigger, and you guys put me on the map and help me become a bigger YouTuber. And also, if you like my content, subscribe. I'd appreciate it. I'll keep doing more NYC content. I'll do parades, and I'll try to learn more about the city and give you more information. And stay tuned, because this is what I want to do, I think. And what else? Am I missing anything else? No, I don't think I'm missing anything else. Alright, I'll see you guys on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. I mean, I Walk NYC. Dragon Ball Z. Alright, see you. Peace, peace, peace. I think I might stream tomorrow. I don't know. I think I will. I might. Not sure. It's gonna be an evening stream, and I don't know where I'm gonna go. So if you want something specific, I don't know if I'm gonna do that tomorrow. Bye bye.